Hello everyone, my name is Joe Finlaw. I'm the residential technical services guy at Mannington. I can tell you we're real excited down here at the services right now. Before I even started talking about our demo, I wanted to talk about how happy I am with our upscaling going on with our rigid product. It's going together real nice right now, so as we upscale, be ready for that. There's a lot of excitement. But I also wanted to talk about we have some nice new products that are coming out that are going to support some of the things that we're doing. We have triple sticks, which is going to be it's a urethane adhesive. It's for wood, for floors, walls. It'll also support our stair nosing and our stair treads. In a few minutes, I'm going to ask my team members, Jason Hyson and Mike Mathias, to show you each some of the new technology things that we got going on that we're real happy with. The other one thing I wanted to mention is it's new, and be looking for that, is our Ultra Grout Haze Cleaner. It'll help support our Dora Grout line, and I think you'll really appreciate what it can do as a cleaner and also as a haze remover. So, again, if you're in-house, come down and see us. There's hundreds of techniques that we'd like to go over with you. If you have any installation questions or technical problems, feel free to stop down or give us a call when we get back home. I'm going to hand this over now to Jason Hyson for our demo that we've been doing all week. For our flush mount is relatively new. We launched it early in the spring. It's going real well. So I think the details, I think Jason will help you out very much. Jason?
Hello. I'm here to talk to you about our Adora stair nosing. Stair nosing for steps, landings, and step downs. This stair nosing is for our Adora Rigid, our Adora Max, and our Adora Apex. The nosing can be applied either as a flush mount or as an overlap, depending on the situation and the application of the job. I'd like to go through the steps now of preparing an existing staircase and applying Adora Rigid, which is our solid core product, to the staircase. The first thing that needs to be done is, if it's carpeted, the carpet needs to be removed. Most steps are going to have an overhang or a nosing here. With our flush mount nosing, this has to be removed. So we're going to cut that off using a saw, remove that nosing, so now the tread is flush with the riser or the back of the step. Once we have prepped all the steps and removed all the nosings, we can apply our riser pieces or the back of the step pieces. Available, we have white treads. In some cases, the end user wants to use the product as the riser. They want that all wood look. So we're showing both here. Once all the risers are applied, the pieces can be measured and cut before any gluing is done. In this case, the tread is wider than one piece of flooring. So we have two pieces here that are seam sealed together. We use our Mannington standard sealer, which chemically fuses the pieces together and makes it easier to work with. So once we have our pieces measured and pre-cut, we fit them into place, butting it tight to the riser. We have our stair nosing here. This piece is already pre-mitered. It's cut on the job site by the installer on a 45-degree angle in this case, and it's seam sealed together. It's going to overlap the existing groove. In this case, we're using it as a flush mount. This is a completely flush or even step. We do the same thing with the rest of our steps. All of these nosings, all of our Adora stair nosings come with what we call a shim, a plastic shim. I mentioned previously that it can be installed as an overlap or flush. If you're going to use a flush installation, you do not use the shim, you don't need it. You only use the shim if it's going to be an overlapping situation. I'll talk about that in just 1 second. We've also used this same seam sealer to apply a bead, and that glues the shim on there. All of our steps are going to be fully glued with our, Joe mentioned, our Mannington triple stick adhesive, which is a polyurethane adhesive. We're going to put ample beads of adhesive on each tread and then set the steps in place. Avoid walking on them. So all of our steps and treads are going to be flush. Now, where we're going to use the overlap is when we get to that very top step or top landing. We're going to apply that shim, which is going to lift our nosing just high enough to set over top of the existing floor on the second floor. The stair nosing is glued down tight, but our second floor, because it's a floating floor, is still able to float and move under this overlap. Okay? We don't want to pin that floor and create a pinch point that's going to be a problem. Okay, so that is flush mount and overlap stair nosing 101. I'm going to pass it over to Mike Mathias over here, who has something we're very, very excited about, and Mike's going to go through that.
Hello, how's everybody today? What I have here, I'm about to show you a prototype of what Mannington's offering, a one-piece stair tread system. It'll come in a 47-inch slab by 12, and what I have here is the installation method, which is very easy, which I'm going to show you. We'll have a stair nose template. Take your stair nose template. You're going to set that in there. You'll adjust it to fitting the insides because they always come square. I'll take that out and I'll put that on my 47-inch slab, and I'll transfer my marks. I'll make my cuts with a miter saw. Once I have my cuts and I pre-fit and make sure everything's tight, I'll pull this out. We're going to offer Mannington triple sticks adhesive. This is a polyurethane adhesive that we'll apply to the stair tread. I can apply it to the stair tread, or I can apply it to the back of the stair. I'm going to run a little bead down into the nosing. I will be done. Everything's fit. I'll take the stair tread, slide it on, and we have our fit. As Jason said earlier, we offer a white riser. So you have a couple different options here. You make your cut, slide under. When I get to the top step, we're going to go with our existing stair nosing. Now we'll have a floating floor on the top step. So what I need to do with this is, as Jason explained earlier, I'm going to take the shim and I'll apply it to the back of the stair nosing. Now I can use a contact cement, or I can use a seam sealer, which we offer MSS 20. I'll take my riser, pre-cut it. I'm going to apply that first. I'll set that in there. And like I said, this will be a floating floor up top, so I'm looking for a top set. As you can see, there's an expansion gap up top. Install that, make my cut, install that, and if you look here, that'll give me my expansion with that expansion cut on the back of the stair tread. Now, the existing flooring would be in the lower or the top level of your home. You cut little pieces, and I can apply them to the riser. You see the white riser look, or it can give you this look. Make your cuts, nice and tight and square. This will have to go underneath. That'll give you the existing floor look. That's it. Thank you.
So, as you can see, we have a lot going on, and I can't tell you enough of the excitement at Mannington. And on the installation side, we continue to try to make it easier and more successful for the installers, for the dealers, and the retailers. Once again, all this will be online. If you need some installation tips, you can either call Mannington, you can call technical services at Mannington, you can can go to youtube.com, manningtonyoutube.com, or you can go to the Mannington website, go under installation, and we have a vast of videos available. And we'll continue to do that. This material here you're going to really love. This is futuristic. It'll be the end of the year or possibly the first of next year before we actually get production ramped up. But we're real excited about that. But in the meanwhile, the flush mount looks equally as well. Just look for us coming down. If you're in services, you have any questions, feel free to come down and see either one of us, and we'll be happy to chat with you. Thanks again until we meet again.